And it's Christmas for the world, but Good Governance Day for the Modi government. The decision to mark this day in this fashion has created a huge controversy, but that has not stopped the centre from planning big events for the day that coincide with Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee's birthday. But starting with the Prime Minister, he'll be in his constituency Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh to kick off the Good Governance Day. And for more on this, I'm joined in by my colleague Preeti Chaudhary from Varanasi. Preeti, it's over to you.
Thank you, Sanket. A very good morning to you and our viewers, and Merry Christmas too. But we don't quite know what to say. Being politically correct, it should be Good Governance Day, because what it is, especially in the city of Varanasi. Where I am, well, the special broadcast live right outside the Banaras Hindu University, the Kashi Hindu Vishwavidyalaya. Why there is so much commotion right now? Because this is the first pit stop for the Prime Minister. Once he touches down at the Babatpur airport, he will come here and he will garland the statue of Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya, all spruced up, waiting to keep his date with the Prime Minister. But every time we have seen that Narendra Modi has come here, he did so even last month in November. The first thing he actually says is that he's come here not in the capacity of a Prime Minister, but more so in the capacity of the Member of Parliament, as a public servant for the people of Varanasi. So this quite excites the people. Every time we talk to them, they don't call him the Prime Minister, they call him their Member of Parliament. To quickly update our viewers on what is expected today. Well, on the day of good governance, that is what Narendra Modi as an MP would be celebrating here. Earlier on, we had a heavy, thick blanket of fog, especially in Varanasi. We were getting in word that it's clear from Delhi, but it was Varanasi that had a heavy blanket of fog. Well, that is lifted, and it's also, with that fog lifting, there's a certain bit of spirits that has soared off the security agencies, because it was a monumental task early in the morning for them to try and organize things, to try and sanitize the area, because the cold was biting. And on top of it, there was zero visibility. So they've taken some heart in that. To quickly apprise our viewers on what we see right behind us right now, there's a three-tier security ring. You can see the Rapid Action Force, then the local police has been helping the SPG sanitize the area. The SPG taken complete control of this particular area and inside the BHU as well since last evening is what we were told. What is expected? His itinerary. I want to quickly take our viewers through the minute Narendra Modi lands here. Well, he was to land at 10:45 a.m. That is not going to happen, primarily because the fog played foil. So he hasn't even taken off from the national capital. But we're expecting him to land here in a short while, in about an hour or two is what we are told. He will land at the Babatpur airport. Right after that, the first pit stop. Right behind me, the Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya statue, you can see right there, sanitization taking place. He would come here and garland it. Today, interestingly, alongside former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, it is also the birth anniversary of Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya. And the entire, the campus of the Kashi Hindu Vishwavidyalaya, the BHU, Banaras Hindu University, has been decked up since yesterday. And why not so? Because it's come on the day when the announcement was made that the founder of the BHU, Pandit Malviya, has been chosen for the highest civilian honour, the Bharat Ratna, alongside the former Indian Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. So, right after he garlands the statue there, he'd be flanked by the grandson of Pandit Malviya, Girdhar Malviya is what we are told. From here on, he will drive directly, and it's a monumental task. So whoever has come to Varanasi knows how narrow the streets of Varanasi actually are. At any point of time, there's always a traffic jam, especially when the Member of Parliament and the Prime Minister comes in, everything goes off in a tizzy. So what they've done is, and I'll ask Pinaki to actually show you, they've barricaded the roads leading to the Assi Ghat. So the distance from the BHU to Assi Ghat is not more than 4 kilometers. However, having said that, it's going to be lined up with people. A security, logistical nightmare for the agencies. So and people will be lining up all the way to the Assi Ghat. And every time the Prime Minister, we saw it, I was here last month in November. We saw it happen there as well, that what he would do is, despite of that security cordon, he always switches off the light inside the car that he's traveling in, especially in Varanasi. The SPG doesn't allow him to put the windows down. So what he does is he puts his light on inside the car and he waves to the crowds, because and he always says that he feels very sad that he cannot actually go and mix freely with the crowd which have given him this monumental mandate. So he waves out to them, and that's what people are planning to do. They're going to be lining up on that barricade all alongside. So after he garlands the statue of Pandit Malviya, he'll make his way all the way to the Assi Ghat. That is where once again he will inspect the ghat to jog our viewers' memory. Just about last month, when he had come here, he had chosen the Assi Ghat to kickstart the Swachh Bharat campaign, the Clean India campaign. He also went on to do so. He nominated 9 people from Uttar Pradesh who would be spearheading this campaign. So what we are expecting is he will drive across to the Assi Ghat. There's a small program which is organized for him. He also might do a complete spot check. There are lots of, small bylanes of Assi Ghat. He might leave the ghat and go in one of the bylanes close to the Kashi Vishwanath temple and take part in the cleaning process there. Our colleague Anjana would be there getting us a minute-to-minute spot date. Now, after he gets done from the Assi Ghat, the cavalcade, the Prime Minister's cavalcade will make its way right back to inside the Banaras Hindu Vishwavidyalaya. This is the facade of the BHU. And this is where the statue is there. The third meeting would be inside. So the cavalcade will make its way right inside the BHU that you can see right there, and that is where he will lay the foundation stone of a teachers academy, which will happen inside. From there on, he would then move on to DLW. He'd be meeting a lot of party workers. He'd be meeting a lot of people associated with the tourist industry. And he will launch a locomotive workshop. We're going to keep getting you details of that event. He's also expected to make a short speech at DLW there. And that would be that speech that everybody's quite looking forward to, because that will mark the Good Governance Day speech. That's what we are hearing as of now. So this is roughly what the itinerary looks like, but a lot here is actually dependent on when the Prime Minister actually takes off from the national capital, keeping in mind the weather conditions. The program might be curtailed, but all in all, it's a 5-hour program that the Prime Minister has planned and his team has planned right here in his constituency of Varanasi. And how the city is expecting him to come, well, we already told you that over 80,000 plus is the security cover that has been thrown around, the number of personnel here, lot of police vehicles that we've seen, but more so, over and above what we've seen are Nagar Nigam vehicles, because of, the people who have come to Banaras would know that it is a spiritual city with all its virtues and its beauty and its splendor. Cleanliness is the least of those. So it's been a monumental task for the civic authorities to actually, clean the area, to, clean the city for the MP of Banaras, the Prime Minister, to come take a visit. We did a spot check just a short while back right here at the Banaras Hindu University, and this is what we discovered. Hectic activity hours before Narendra Modi comes in. Just we're going to go across to that news report, then come right back to the Banaras Hindu University here. Of all the virtues that the city of Banaras is known for, in all its beauty, in all its splendor, the spiritual energy of the city, cleanliness is one of its least virtues there. And especially when the Member of Parliament from here, who's also the Prime Minister of the country, kickstarts a campaign which only revolves around cleanliness, then the city of Banaras is in quite a fix. It really doesn't know what to do. So every time their MP comes in to Varanasi, there is a tearing hurry to clean up whatever little that can be done. And that is what we are witnessing here right now. We're right outside the Kashi Hindu Vishwavidyalaya, the Banaras Hindu University. The Prime Minister's, the Member of Parliament from Varanassi's first pit stop. And all you can see on either sides of the road, the officials here, the local officials here, on an overdrive to clean whatever little is possible. It is a monumental task. You can see right there in Banaras, over 40% is only open drains. You can see completely hapless officials trying to tell the civic authorities to get their act together. We just saw some people even from the SPG come right now and ask them to clean the areas, the road which is leading to the statue of Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya, because this is the place where the Prime Minister will come and garland the statue there. And right on the other side that you can see, hectic development there, last minute cleaning operations taking place, but to absolute no avail, because you can actually see the filth right here in Varanasi. Reporting with camera person Pinaki, Preeti Chaudhary, right outside the Kashi Hindu Vishwavidyalaya, reporting in Banaras for Headlines Today. So what you just saw was a quick update today morning, what we saw right here outside the Banaras Hindu University. We did go last night to the Assi Ghat. That is where the Prime Minister is going to go to once again initiate the Swachh Bharat campaign that he started last month. And overnight, the last 3 nights, we've been told that civic authorities in complete a spin, they're trying to clean that ghat, and it looked quite splendid to say the least there. But what we are expecting right here, right now, is lots of students inside, we do know, are lining up to meet the Prime Minister. Most of them actually want to do that because they want to thank him, because they feel it is only because of Narendra Modi that the founder, Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya, has been honoured with the highest civilian honour. And interestingly, I did also speak to his grandson, Girdhar Malviya last night, and he also said that despite of Pandit Malviya, who has been the party president of the Congress 4 times over, the UPA never quite recognized him. It was Narendra Modi who came and garlanded him as the candidate of the BJP and running as a candidate for the Prime Minister for the BJP. It is only then that the UPA, the Congress, woke up to him, that he in fact was an icon of the Congress. So let's listen in to what Girdhar Malviya said, and we're right back.
The UPA somewhere down the line failed Pandit Malviya, considering he was the party president of the Congress multiple times.
Oh yes, he was the only person to be nominated 4 times to be the president. But so many persons, so many eminent persons in the country, they naturally, none of them have been conferred. So why this has been so, I cannot explain. But fact of the matter is that the present government, it has decided and has chosen a very correct day, the evening before his birthday, on which the honor has been conferred on both Malviya ji and Atal Bihari ji. And this, I feel, is a great tribute to the contribution to Hindi that was made by both these persons.
Well, that's the latest that we're getting in from here. A quick spot check once again. The bomb squad, this is the 3rd time we've seen them come here. They're doing a sanitization process right at where the first pit stop for the Prime Minister, Narendra Modi. We'll keep reporting live from here. We'll also be joined through the course of the day. My colleague Anjuna is at the Assi Ghat. Two big flashpoints of Varanasi today where the Prime Minister would be coming. The Banaras Hindu University, I'd be reporting live, getting our viewers the latest updates. And at Assi Ghat, I'd be joined by my colleague Anjuna. So constant coverage, getting you the vantage position on the Good Governance Day being celebrated in Varanasi. Till then, it's back to the studio. It's over to my colleague Sanket. It's back to you, Sanket.
But Preeti, you'll have to wait a little longer, because the latest breaking news that we are getting is that the Prime Minister has decided that he'll first meet the former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee before he actually sets sailing for Varanasi. So